Alright. I pressed the go button. Go! Go live. Hello, everybody. We are live, apparently. Stephanie says, huzzah! Huzzah! Greetings, Earthlings. I need this piece. So right before the stream started, I realized I had the legs on backwards. So like, you know how the, what is up, Benjamin T and Matthew? Got like half of my family in here. So like, these beam saber compartments, I realized they were on the inside. They're supposed to be on the outside, so I had to set those up again. Benjamin. What is up, Ben? And Jetfire is here. The fun can now begin. Let's go up here so I can look around my camera easier and go like this. Look at this mess. That could have been dangerous. Matthew and Jet Fuego. Oh no. What is up, group? Or should I say GROUP? Yeah, I normally do this on Monday. Funny thing with phone tag is you really don't want to be it. What's up, Steve? It went in sideways and doesn't want to not get sideways. This is frustrating. Look at all the white on this thing. This kit doesn't really have much in the way of color. The only time it's too early to go to bed is on Wednesdays before The Expanse airs. Never go to bed before then, or else you miss it. How did this go together? Jetfire, I never thought that would happen. You getting burned out on anime? And I'm really ripping up this plastic trying to get it apart, but thankfully this part you will never see. But I think I need to get this piece apart to get this piece apart to make sure that this... Oh. Well. Okay then. Alright, let's make this part easier to assemble. Some strategic application of abrasive force. Let's see here. Am I missing anything from the chat? I have 7 people watching. That's pretty good. Thank you all for tuning in. I guess you wouldn't call it tuning these days, because you don't actually tune anything. Thank you for clicking or tapping your finger on something to bring you here. Teletubbies. There we go. The only thing I don't like about this is the floppy legs. Fruit basket is good. We should keep watching that, Stephanie. Shivering knees. Ben, are you still watching? Gotta let me know if you're still watching, Ben. Wait, when was I supposed to make the head? Did I skip the head? I did. I went straight from the legs to the waist and I forgot the head. I did get ahead of myself. What's up, CB? It is evening here. See, that's instant proof that flat earthers are wrong. Oh, I forgot these parts. For the feet. This name is so unoriginal, but who cares? We're gonna have to invent a new name for you. Rando. CB, you're in Guam, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, that might be on my end. I don't really have good signal. Hello, Adolfo from Brazil. Welcome to my stream. So any of you guys, if you're ever building the Master Grade Ez8, be careful that you don't accidentally try and use this cockpit piece, which is for the ground type Gundam. It does not fit in the chest. What's up, Paul? If you say so, Jetfire, they're just cartoons to me. Jet Fuego. Muy caliente. Extra zero? Is that what EZ means? Extra zero? The 8th extra zero? This is true. I like the Expanse more than Star Trek even. Gasp. Which sides do these go on? I need some pictorial guidance. That is the way. Uh-huh. Yeah. I kind of disappointed with how floppy the legs are. Easy fix. Tights. Tights. Big projects like that need a rest sometimes. You get better work out of yourself if you don't push it. Man, I am producing an excess of mucus in my throat. I'm sure you all wanted to know about that. CB, you should go for like a ocean gray and like a dark blue. And like a blue gray. These look very similar, but this one's got a bit more blue in it. And I don't want to put the wrong lid back on the wrong bottle. So if you want to look these up, those are the paint numbers, ocean gray and faded PRU blue gray. Where is that box that I had those from? Because it was a really cool box. Aha. Oh, where does it say the things on here? Yes, I did get this sandpaper on Amazon. I just cut it down to convenient sizes. So yeah, the RAF Air War Color Series from Vallejo. So you've got a few different grays and blue gray. Got this dark green. Might use that dark green on a Zaku one day. Get this really light pink and black and white. So these are various paint schemes that were used on some various planes. They didn't include the yellow, but if you ever want some really interesting ideas for military themed models, real world or not, look to the look at what military modelers are doing. Get some great ideas. Professional work experience and a chubby belly. Yep. Building a chubby belly by giving Andy food. Ice cream is good. Good, good, good. I was looking forward to that ice cream. Didn't mind that we didn't get around to it, but we had other concerns on the table, mainly our giant order of Moe's. So I don't know if you guys have been following along, but last week I was talking about The Expanse and the whole campaign to save the show. Sci-Fi canceled it because their live numbers weren't what they were hoping for, and they thought they weren't getting their ad money's worth. So they decided to not renew the show for season 4, and fans went nuts. And we had top trending topics on Twitter at various times in the past few weeks. Front page of Reddit a couple times. Hundreds of thousands, well, not hundreds of thousands, 138,000 people signed a petition to pick the show up for season 4 on Amazon or Netflix, and they raised a few $1,000s to charter a message plane to fly over Amazon Studios in LA. They sent a model of the Rocinante up into space on a balloon. They've got all sorts of names you might recognize, various actors, and also another note: if you're building the Ez8, do not cut this tab. This is not a nub. That fits in there and holds an antenna on it. Anyway, so just a bit over 2 weeks after Sci-Fi announced their decision not to renew The Expanse for season 4, I forget the full name. It was a space conference in LA last weekend, talking about various outer space technology opportunities. And Jeff Bezos of Amazon was there, and earlier in the day the cast of The Expanse, a few cast and the producers and writers had a panel there earlier talking about science fiction and media. And later Jeff Bezos was talking on the stage, and he mentioned The Expanse and the whole hubbub around the Save the Expanse campaign. And he announced that Amazon will be picking the show up as an Amazon Prime original for season 4 and beyond. So as you can imagine, I was extremely excited. Now, I'm a moderator over on Reddit for The Expanse, and I've seen the community grow by thousands, literal thousands, over the past few weeks. I think sometime in March sometime in March we were like at 36,000 subscribers. Now we're like over 50,000. And we'll probably hit 55,000 sometime tomorrow, maybe? Or later this week. It's pretty amazing. That's bigger than the Gunpla subreddit. So it's bigger than Gundam on Reddit, at least. Does anybody use a beeper anymore? Last time I saw a beeper was on Primetime Medical Drama Show. So yeah, if you haven't seen The Expanse yet, I highly recommend it. Oops, I dropped a part. What is so great about The Expanse, you ask? Well, take all the cool parts of Gundam minus the mobile suits and add in some very interesting mystery. Season 1 and 2 of The Expanse are on Amazon Prime in the United States. And on Netflix, Season 1 and 2 outside of the United States. In Canada, it is on Crave TV. Probably on Google and iTunes. But I was talking about the idea of colonized space and Newtonian physics. The show is very, very faithful to physics. Like, the ships don't fly around like World War II bombers. The colonies operate on spin drums, mostly. There's a lot of political intrigue. A little bit of spy stuff. I really don't want to spoil any of it for people who haven't watched it, but frankly, it's darn cool. I keep forgetting that part. That's like the first one on the instructions there. And of course, these runners aren't labeled with an easy way to find them. And I think, yes. Oh, maybe this one. Steve, I agree. Cereal is awesome, but I haven't had any in a long time because trying to stay away from sugar kind of means cereal is a no-go. Stuff needs painting something cool. Yeah. Wait till you see Season 2 and the Martian power armor. That's super cool. I think I know what you're spray painting. But I didn't want to tell the whole world in case I was wrong, or you were like, maybe not tell the whole world. Hula hoop. What's up, Jake? Dude, your barber toast came out looking awesome, man. I must be thinking about somebody else named Jake. My apologies. The internet is a big place, and I'm bound to mix some names up. I didn't know when they were announcing it, but I guess so. It's gotta be soon. It's hard to see what I'm doing on this piece since it's clear. But in case you guys are wondering, I'm making it so that I can put the face in after I fuse the head seam and paint. Let's give it a try here. Might have to cut the top camera off. Just Slide the bottom one in, or the bottom part. Later, Wayne. I don't think there are any actual rumors. I think somebody got excited and they're just making stuff up. Either to generate some hype or at the very least the rumors were from somebody who was kind of involved but didn't know what they were talking about. Like, here's what I think happened. A licensing deal was made, but no projects are planned or in development. Like, I think what happens with properties like that is they will negotiate licensing just so somebody has a license to produce something, but they don't plan things yet. I think it's a way for companies to have the rights to certain properties even if they don't have plans to develop. Like a couple of years ago, a year or two ago, there was a company that owned the rights to television production of the Wheel of Time series, and they made a extremely low budget pilot and premiered it in the dead of night on a network that hardly anybody would watch. But they did that so they would continue to hold the rights, because in the contract they made with the estate of the author, they would have lost the rights if they didn't produce anything using those rights. So they made some complete crap just to say, we did this, now we get to hold on to these rights for another year or two. That's the wrong way. So that's kind of what I think is happening with Gundam. Some people made a deal and nothing more. And then somebody's like, they're making a Gundam movie. I don't think so. I have seen Prometheus. I thought it was cool, but there were some really dumb things that happened in that movie. The article I saw was only reported in that one place. Normally when you have deals like that, you see it in various Hollywood industry places. And as far as I know, it was only in one place that isn't really connected to mainstream Hollywood news. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, because I would enjoy a Gundam movie. So this didn't work. There's nothing in here to hold the... There's nothing in here to hold the head camera. have to look at that thing you sent me later, Jake. Alright, here's what I think I'm going to do instead. I'm going to put this in from the front. I'm going to glue something in there to keep it from falling in. I agree, Paul. I think it would be very difficult to do Gundam properly in a movie. I think to do it best, you'd have to do it as like a mini-series. And it would have to be very high budget. And I think anime does it so well that you don't really need a live action. Anime. I do think Thunderbolt would be an awesome thing to do live action. The scope of the story is contained enough that it's not like the original series. I do think Thunderbolt could work as a blockbuster film. Alright, where did I put that stuff? Yeah. G Savior. G Savior is the worst. Yes, maybe. Inconclusive. Indubitably. G Savior wasn't just low budget. It was Canadian low budget. Is it too wide? Yeah, it was too wide. I'm sure somebody apologized for it. I mean, it's not a half bad design. I think you'd have to green screen it. Mill. They're making a Boba Fett movie? Is that going to work? That just fell through. I need something else to hold it in. That piece shouldn't be too much trouble. Markabay. Hey, you guys want to see that new Markabay movie? Maybe they'll take their time with the next one, because people seems like they didn't really go see Solo. I got quite disappointing movie ticket sales, last I heard. Archipelago. Seems like Disney is, yes, we've got Star Wars, let's print all the money now! And it's not quite working out how they intended. It doesn't quite work that way, I think. I think you have to make something good in order to make money, not just have a Star Wars name on it. And you can never please all the fans all the time. So if you try to please the fans, you're not going to make something good. So you should focus on making something good instead of simply pleasing the fans. Old Bay is pretty good. It's good on fish. Don't get me started on Avengers, please. It certainly was a movie. It was a movie. Nobody ever stays dead in comic books. So throughout the whole movie I was just like, yep, that's a thing that happened. Nah, Drax pretend to be invisible. That was funny. I'm interested to see what they will do with Captain Marvel. You know what, Brian? That makes sense. No, that's still not what I wanted to do. Still falling down. And of course, I've swiftly derailed myself from building to modding. I hope you guys are finding this interesting. Ooh, Jake, that is very dangerous. Tread carefully, my friend. I consider all this practice for GBWC. For my GBWC build. I've decided that I would like to do that. I'm trying some things out here. I could definitely go for a master grade Atlas. Roberto, yes, this is the MG Ez8. So in case you're wondering what I'm doing here, the head camera is attached to the eyepiece, and I wanted to modify it so I could put these pieces in after gluing the head together. So I put these pieces in there to hopefully let the head camera slide in from the front. And this piece isn't really wanting to stay. So I think I need some more work on that. I think I'll just let that first to cut this down just a little bit. Or Tiberium, what was that other one? The one that looked like a Zaku GM? Dale? I could be wrong. Let's see. Yeah, Tiberium, we're thinking about the same thing. It's got two different names. Looks kind of neat. Anyway, I gotta get off of the Gundam Wiki before I go down a rabbit hole. I think that is like the textbook grunt suit. Look up grunt suit and that's what you see. Yeah, same will work better. Fine. We'll go be fancy today. until the glue sets up, silly. My response to people who say they got a case of the Mondays is like, oh, does Costco have a sale on them or something? Huh. It's an interesting design. Puns are awesome. I've always liked the Ez8 head. There it is. Is this gonna work? Well, Jake, at the moment, plans for this are to do pretty pretty standard, build. I'm gonna try to improve the proportions on the legs. I like the proportions much better on the high grade. So if I force the perspective here, you can see how different they are. But I just always thought the leg was a bit short and stubby. The Mad Max car I haven't really touched since last week. That project is on the long, slow burn. They're a pain, but making something work out of the old thing here is part of the fun. The reward is greater. Where do I need to loosen it up here? I have an old Viper I could pull the drivetrain out of. I don't know if it would fit. Stephanie, I can have one express shipped to you tomorrow. Free shipping. Been a rough couple days. Yep, sorry, my Andy Hugs are limited edition, and they just sold out, so it happens. There we go. That, as the bear would say, or as Riding Hood would say, is just right. A little wobbly, but yeah, Goldilocks. I got them all mixed up. I kind of lost interest in supercars. They make for a good Top Gear story, but I think owning one would be quite the hassle. What's up, Puvandra? Word. Well, if it is my theme song, let me make a note of what it's called. Managed to work cats and birds into my theme song, huh? My Dark Souls progress is at 0. I've never played that game or games. L, where's L? L. This little thing. Hello, Jeff. What's happening, Captain? This kit does have screws. They are both in the arm, I think. Got the ones there in the elbow. And where else? I don't think it has any in the leg. Yeah, both screws are in the arms. They've got it in the elbow. Oops. The elbow there, and in the shoulder joint there. Which is weird because I don't know why they would need a screw in a joint that's not very tight, you know. Suppose I could screw it down more, but I don't like to do that because that could mean damaging the plastic. The scar. You guys watch The Office? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to glue this piece in. How does that glue in anyway? I gotta put that in before I close it. Close the head up. Dang it. Where'd it go? So I was watching some YouTube reviews of Ez8, and just about all of them said you had to glue this antenna in. And I don't think I will need to, because it just looks like it'll stay in there. But it's going to be tough to get at the seam there. So I don't think I'll be able to hide the seam all around the head, because parts of it, like through here, are just like a, not really a seam line. It's just a panel gap. So I'll be able to hide it down here and at the top of the head. Yeah, it's a part that you might think seriously about leaving out just in case it gets lost. And let's see here. Let's take this part out. Yeah, Jeff, a lot of these older kits are wonderfully simple. And where they have a lack in detail, they make up for in satisfaction when you do the work to make it look good. So I would much rather have an old kit that I make look good than like a GBWC ready straight build that I pay for and just put together. Yeah. Once that's painted up, you won't see the thing in the back there. But that's the head done. And I dropped it. Also, I don't like this style of kit that uses that poly cap, because if you put it on the head ball joint wrong, it flips around. So now all that is left is the shoulder armor, the backpack, and the side skirts, and the weapons. And the weapons are annoying. Let's skip ahead to the arms. Or the shoulders. The shoulder things. Yeah. Yeah, these things don't like to hold. Bacon! Save me some bacon, please. I feel bad for people that don't like bacon. Nothing against people who have dietary restrictions and can't eat bacon, but it's the people who don't like bacon that I feel sorry for. Why do you hate fun? Ooh. Chocolate dipped habanero. You know, some combos just have to be tried. Like, I don't think I would ever intentionally combine those things if I didn't already know they were good. You know what I mean? I like spicy food. More for me then. Pardon me. Sometimes my coughs come out sounding like sneezes. That was a cough. It looks pretty cool. I think I might get one. Probably not gonna pre-order it though. What time is it? 9:24. I'm getting old when that seems late. Nah, it's just late. Yeah, I was up early. "9:25 p.m. is the current time now in my time zone. Did I do something wrong? Or is this just not fitting that snugly? Do I have these pieces backwards? I do. Have these shoulder pieces backwards. Where is... There it is. Yes, I think this is the correct way. I had it backwards. So what about these? No, I guess these will just be loose. Can always fix it. Thought I had my music down pretty low. Yep, gonna have to do something about that. This whole kit is loose. I got the speaker about 2 feet away from the phone. It's normally closer. I dropped it. Nope. I dropped that also. Dang it. I guess it is that time of the night where I drop everything. I'm surprised you guys are still watching. Kudos to you guys. It's hot everywhere, babe. I think that's all I'm gonna build for tonight. You can definitely tell this thing is old enough to drive. It's old enough to vote. So let's see if this thing can do the kneel that it was famous for. Kind of, I guess. I think the high grade does it better. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, Jeff, the hazels look pretty cool. I'll get around to mine eventually. Yeah, your mom, Stephanie. Your mom's pretty cool. Also, more things I want to do to this is... It fell over. I'm not the best at posing, but stand up straight. So, things I want to do to this Ez8. I want to add a few millimeters to the legs. Let's see if I can get them both in the shot where the comparison will be easier. I'll just hold this one up closer, I guess. I want to fix the... it doesn't want to focus. Fix the leg proportions. Lengthen the front skirts here. You can see the very different shapes there. The high grade torso is close enough. The head's a lot smaller on the high grade in relation to the rest of the body. The shoulders are fine, but just some small mods. It is interesting that it's a Katoki design. Or at least he did the illustrations for some of the, yeah. He did these illustrations at least. And the kit matches these well enough, but I think with some minor work, this could be better. Yeah, nothing much happened. Other than I'm getting tired. Brian, is that a book? I'll definitely keep my eyes out. I like that sort of thing. Oh boy. Ugh. I hit the wall, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. It's always fun. You guys keep me entertained, and hopefully you find me entertaining in some degree. That's it for me tonight. I'll see you guys around. Catch you on the next one.